So, in continuation of the problems of the chapter chemical kinetics, we will have the third problem. A reaction is 50% completed in 2 hours and 75% completed in 4 hours. What is the order of the reaction and give reason? So, say for example, this is reactant A. So, reactant A, it is 100%. 100% is reduced to 50% in 2 hours. This is reactant A. And then 50% is reduced to 25% in another 2 hours. So, here what happened? The half-life period, 100% is converted to 50%. So, this is the time required for 50% of the reaction to be completed, and this is half-life period. For another 50% of reaction to be completed, it takes another 2 hours. That means the half-life period remains constant. If the half-life period remains constant, it is a first order reaction. So, what is the solution? For a first order reaction, the half-life period is constant. Therefore, the order of the reaction is first. Also, time for 75% of the reaction is equal to 2 into time for 50% of the reaction to be completed. T75, time for 75% of the reaction to be completed, is also equal to 2 into time for 50% of the reaction to be completed. So, then T75% equals 2 into what is the time for 50% of the reaction to be completed? 2, that is equals 4. Therefore, time required for 75% of the reaction is equal to 4 hours, hence it is a first order reaction. Therefore, it is a first order reaction. So, if the half-life period of reaction remains constant, it is a first order reaction. Now, coming to another problem. Problem number 4. In a first order reaction, the concentration of the reactant changes from 0.6 moles to 0.2 moles. 0.2 moles in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, just calculate the rate constant. Calculate the rate constant or specific reaction rate. Specific reaction rate of the reaction. So, in the problem it is given that the order of the reaction is 1. It is a first order reaction. So, we have to calculate rate constant. So, what is the expression for rate constant of a first order reaction? K equals 2.303 divided by T log of R naught, constant R naught in square bracket divided by R. What is R naught? So R naught in square bracket equals initial concentration. What is the initial concentration? 0.6 moles. Then what is R in square bracket? Equals concentration at any time. Concentration at any time. So that is equals 0.2 moles. What is the time? So T equals 5 minutes. T equals 5 minutes. So R naught is the initial concentration and R is the concentration of the reactant at any time. At any time here means it is 5 minutes. So substituting in this equation, 2.303 divided by 5, T is 5 minutes, into log of 0.6 divided by 0.2, that is equals 2.303 divided by 5 into log of 0.3 divided by 0.2 is equal to log of 3. So you have to know the value of log of 3. So logarithm of 3 equals, so here it is a single digit is there before the point, therefore you have to write the characteristic 1 point. So if you look at the logarithm for 3 in the logarithmic table, you will get 4771. Therefore the value of log 3 is equal to 1.4771. So log 3 equals 0.4771. Since it is a single digit, the character is 0. So 0. log 30 nodidre 4771 but. So substituting the value of here, 2.303 divided by 5 into 0.4771. So on simplification you will get 0.219 minute minus 1. So this is the value of rate constant K. So for a first order reaction, this is the expression for rate constant. R naught is the initial concentration, R is the concentration at the time 5 minutes. So time is 5 minutes, substituting. So you have to note down the value of logarithm of R to calculate log of 3. So you have to know it is a single digit number. Before the point there is one single digit. The characteristic for one digit, single digit is 0. If you look at the logarithm for log 30, you will get 4771. Now problem number 5. A first order reaction takes 40 minutes for 30% completion. A first order reaction takes 40 minutes for 30% completion. Calculate the rate constant. And time for calculate the rate constant and half-life period of the reaction. So it is a first order reaction, takes 40 minutes for 30% of the completion. Calculate the rate constant and half-life period of the reaction, that is T off. So coming to the solution, what is the expression for rate constant at a first order reaction? For a first order reaction, rate constant K equals 2.303 by T log of initial concentration and concentration at any time T R naught by R. So here, what is R naught? Initial concentration. So initial concentration, here let it be 100. Then what is R? R equals remaining concentration at time T. What is the remaining concentration? So here it is given 30% completed means 70% remaining. Therefore, we have to write 100 minus 30, that is equals 70. So 70% is the remaining concentration of the reactant. And then what is the time? Time T equals 40 minutes. 40 minutes. So substituting in this equation, 2.303 divided by, what is the time? It is 40 into logarithm of 100. R naught is 100. R equals 70. So this is equals 2.303 divided by 40 into logarithm of 100 divided by 70 equals 1.4285. Now the value of logarithm of 1.4285 equals, so here before the point there is a single digit, so the characteristic is 0. Point. Looking logarithm at 14 to 8, you will have the value 0.1549. So the value of logarithm of 1.4285 equals 0.1549. So substituting here, 2.303 divided by 40 into 0.1549. So on simplification, you will get 8.91 into 10 to the power of minus 3 minute minus 1. So this is the value of K. Then you have to determine half-life period of the reaction. So what is half-life period? Half-life period T of equals 0.693 divided by K. Half-life period. So this is equals, what is the value of K? K is here. So T of equals 0.693 divided by 8.91 into 10 to the power of minus 3. This is equals 0.693 divided by 8.91 into 10 to the power of 3. So on simplification, you will get T of equals 77 minutes. 77 minutes. So this is how we can calculate rate constant of a reaction. If you know the rate constant, you can determine the half-life period using this equation, T of equals 0.693 divided by K. This is for first order reaction. Here is another problem, problem number 6. A first order reaction is 20% completed in 10 minutes. Calculate number A, the rate constant of the reaction, and number B, the time taken for the reaction to go to 75% completion. A first order reaction is 20% completed in 10 minutes. Calculate the rate constant of the reaction and the time taken for the reaction to go to 75% completion. So what is the solution? So since it is a first order reaction, what is the expression for rate constant? K equals 2.303 by T log of R naught divided by R, both are in square bracket. So here what is R naught? Initial concentration. So if it is given in the percentage, let the initial concentration is 100. So then the remaining concentration R is equal to what? 100 minus 20. This is equals 80. So 80 is the remaining concentration, 100 is the initial concentration. And what is T? T is 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, initial concentration is 100%. Initial concentration of the reactant is 100%. So after 10 minutes, initial concentration 100 is reduced to 80% and 20% is completed. So what is K now? So K equals 2.303 by what is time? 10 into what is initial concentration? Log 100 divided by R is 80. So log 100 by 80 equals, this is equals 2.303 divided by 10 into log 100 divided by 80 equals log of 1.25. 100 divided by 80 equals 1.25. What is the value of logarithm of 1.25 now? So here, what is the characteristic here? Log 1, it is a single number, 0. You have to look at log 12 and 5. 12 in the main lines and 5 is mean difference. So you will get 0.0969. So value of log 1.25 equals 0.0969. So you have to learn how to see the logarithm values. So this is equals 2.303 divided by 10 into logarithm of 1.25 equals 0.0969. So on simplification, you will get 0.0962, sorry, it is 0.0223 minute minus 1. So this is the value of K. Now coming to the calculation of T off. So we have to calculate T 75% equals. So again you have to use this formula. So B T 75%. So what is K equals 2.303 divided by T log of R naught divided by R. So here what is R naught? R naught equals 100. What is R? Equals 75% completed. What is the remaining concentration is 25%. So this is 100 minus 75. So we are determining the time required for 75% of the reaction to be completed. Therefore, the remaining concentration R is equal to 100 minus 75. This is equal to 25. So then what is K? K value is 0.0223 minute minus 1. So we have to determine K 75. So time for 75% is equal to 2.303 divided by K into log of, what is the value of R naught? R naught equals 100, R equals 25. This is equals 2.303 divided by K is 0.0223 into logarithm of 4. What is the value of logarithm of 4 equals? So it is also a single digit number and its character is 0.4 is 6 0.6031. So log 4 gives to 602. 2.303 divided by 0.0223 into 0.6031. So on simplification you will get T of equals 62.18 minute. So this is how we can calculate rate constant. So initial concentration, concentration at any time T. So R is remaining concentration or concentration at time T. So when 20% is completed, what is the amount remaining? 80%. So that you have to look at it. So we can calculate rate constant and substituting the value of rate constant here, and you can calculate time for 75%, and this is how you can do this problem. Problem number 7. So K for first order reaction. K for first order reaction is 60 second minus 1. How much time is required to reduce the initial concentration? How much time is required to reduce the initial concentration of the reactant to its 1/16th value? 1/16th value. So it is a first order reaction. The rate constant value is given. How much time required? We have to calculate the time required to reduce the initial concentration of the reactant to its 1/16th value. So what is the expression for rate constant? K equals 2.303 303 divided by T log of R naught divided by R. R naught is the initial concentration, R is the remaining concentration, and T is the time. So here what is R naught? R naught equals, let the R naught equals 1. Then what is R? Remaining concentration is 1/16. R naught is 1, R equals 1/16. K equals 60 second minus 1. You have to calculate T. T equals how much? So what is T equals? Time for 1/16 equals 2.303 divided by K log of R naught divided by R. So this is equals 2.303 divided by, what is the value of K? 60 into log of 1 divided by 1/16. So this is equals 2.303 divided by 60 into log of 16. Log of 16. So the value of log of 16 equals, so it is a 2-digit number, its characteristic equals 1 point. If you look at the logarithmic value for 16, it is 2041. So finally the value of log 16 is equal to 1.2041. This is 2.303 divided by 60 into 1.2041. So the value comes to 4.62 into 10 to the power of minus 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So this is how we can calculate half-life period or time for 1/16th of the reaction to be completed. So next problem, for a first order reaction, show that the time required for 99% completion is twice the time required for the completion of 90% of the reaction. 90% of the reaction. So what is the problem? It is a first order reaction. We have to show that the time required for 99% completion is twice the time required for the completion of 99% reaction. That is, T 99% is equal to 2 into time 90%. Time 99% equals 2 into time for 90% completion. So first one, for first order reaction, it is a first order reaction. The time required for 99% completion. time required for 99% completion. So K equals 2.303 divided by T log of R naught divided by R. So here what is R naught? Let the initial concentration be 100. Then what is R? So 99% completion means 100 minus 99, that is equals 1. 1% is remaining. The remaining concentration is 1%. Then we have to calculate T 99% equals, we have to calculate. So T 99% equals 2.303 divided by K into log of 100 divided by 1. So log of logarithmic value of 100 equals, it is a 3-digit number, characteristic is 2. If you look at the value of logarithm for 10, it is equals 0, 0, 0, 0. So the value is log of 100 equals 2.0000. So this is equals 2.303 divided by K logarithm of 2. So this is T 99%. So similarly, time required for 90% of the reaction, time required for 90% of the reaction to be completed. So that is T 90% equals 2.303 divided by K into log of. So here also R naught divided by R. So here what is R naught equals 100. What is R equals 100 minus 90, that is equals 10. So then T 90% equals, we have to calculate T 90%. This is equals 2.303 divided by K in logarithm of 100 divided by 10. So that is equals 2.303 divided by K into log 10. Value of log 10 equals 1.000. So T 90% equals 2.303 divided by K into log 10. Log 10 equals 1. Log 10 equals 1. So this is equation number 2 and this equation is equal to 1. So T 99% 2.303 by K equals log 2. This equation is 1 and this equation is 2. Next, dividing equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 1 by equation 2. So what is equation 1? T 99% divided by T 90% equals 2.303 by K into log 2 divided by 2.303 by K into log 1. So log 2 is, sorry, this one is 2, this one is 1. So this one gets cancelled. T 99% divided by T 90 equals 2, or T 99% equals 2 into T 90%. So this is how we can show that T 99% equals 2 into T 90%. So similar problem will be given for your homework. You just make a note of this one. For a first order reaction, show that T 75% equals 2 into T 50%. T 75% equals 2 into T 50%. This is for first order reaction. So then I will give you another problem. So this is to calculate activation energy. The rate constants of a reaction, at 500 Kelvin and 700 Kelvin are 0.02 second minus 1 and 0.07 second minus 1 respectively. Just calculate the value of energy of activation, EA. So rate constants at two different temperatures are given. So you have to calculate activation energy or energy of activation. So what formula we have to use? So we have to use this formula, log K2 by K1 equals EA over 2.303 into R, T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So this is the Arrhenius equation to calculate energy of activation by knowing the rate constants at two different temperatures T1 and T2. So here what is T2? T2 higher temperature is 700 Kelvin, T1 equals 500 Kelvin. What is T2 minus T1? That is equals 200 Kelvin. And then what is R? R equals 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Then what is K2? Rate constant at higher temperature is 0.07 second minus 1 and K1 equals 0.02 second minus 1. So we have to calculate EA. So substituting these values in this equation, log K2 is 0.07 divided by K1 0.02. This is equals EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into T2 minus T1 is 200 divided by 500 into 700. So here this is log 3.5. log 3.5 equals so EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 200 divided by 500 into 700. So what is the value of log 3.5 equals, so its characteristic is 0 since it is a single number digit, 0.35. If you look at this is 0.5400. So log 3.5 equals 0.54 equals EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 200 divided by 500 into 700. So from this equation you can calculate EA, that value is equal to 18228.8 joules. This is also equal to 118.228 kilojoules. So this is how we can calculate energy of activation. These problems are important, so it will be asked in the examination. So I will give you another problem, 9th problem. The rate of a reaction doubles. Rate of a reaction doubles when the temperature changes from rate of the reaction doubles, becomes 2 times when the temperature changes from 298 Kelvin to 308 Kelvin. First stop. Calculate the energy of activation. Calculate the energy of activation. So here we have to use the formula, the same formula, log K2 by K1 equals EA over 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So here when the rate is nothing but rate constant. Rate is nothing but rate constant. So K1 is rate constant at temperature, lower temperature, and K2 is the rate of reaction at higher temperature. So rate is similar to rate constant. So K2 by K1 equals doubles, means it becomes 2 times. That is the meaning of doubles. So if you say the rate of reaction doubles, you have to write K2 by K1 is equal to 2. And then what is T2? So if temperature is given in centigrade, you have to convert it into Kelvin. So T2 is 308 Kelvin. T1 equals 298 Kelvin. And then what is T2 minus T1 is equal to 10 Kelvin. 10 Kelvin. R equals 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So substituting here K2 by K1 means logarithm of 2 equals EA divided by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 is 10 divided by T1 is 298 into 308. So logarithm of 2 equals 0.3010. So log 2 value is 0.3010. 0.3010 equals EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 10 divided by 298 into 308. So from this equation you can calculate EA, energy of activation. EA is equal to what now? 0.3010 into 2.303 into 8.314 into 298 into 308 divided by 10. So that is equals 52897.7 joules. Joules per mole. Here also it is joules per mole. So then EA equals 52.897 kilojoules per mole. So this is how we can calculate. So similar problem is there. The specific reaction rate. Specific reaction rate means it is nothing but rate constant of a reaction. Specific reaction rate and rates of reactions are one and the same for problems. Specific reaction rate of reaction quadruples. So in the last problem it is doubles. Doubles means increases by 2 times. Quadruples means it increases by 4 times when the temperature changes from 30 degrees centigrade to 50 degrees centigrade. Calculate the energy of activation. Calculate the energy of activation of the reaction. So here R value is given 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So we have to write the same formula. So that is logarithm of K2 by K1 equals EA over 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So here what is T2? T2 is higher temperature, that is 50 plus 273. So it is given in centigrades. To convert it into Kelvin scale, you have to add 273. So this is equal to how much? 303 Kelvin. What is T1 equals 30 plus 273, that is equals, this one is 323, this one is 303 Kelvin. So then what is T2 minus T1? T2 minus T1 is equal to 20 Kelvin. What is R equals 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So what is K2 by K1 equals 4, that means it is quadruples. So specific reaction rate increases by 4 times, that means K2 is equal to 4 times K1. K2 by K1 is equal to 4. So logarithm of 4 equals EA over 2.303 303 into R. What is T2? T2 is 323 minus 303 divided by 323 into 303. So logarithm of 4, log 4 is equal to 0.6021. So 0.6021 equals EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 20 divided by 323 into 303. So EA equals 0.6021 into 2.303 into 8.314 into 323 into 303 divided by 20, that is equals 56410.36 joules per mole, or this is equals 56.410 kilojoule per mole. This is activation energy EA.